Hey, I'm ShAyee. This is another sensible reactions. Alright, so look, we're about to get into something that we all might need this winter depending on how our life's set up, right? So this is going to be a DIY, do it yourself, okay? This is the DIY. This is the immune boosting immune boosting elderberry syrup. Now I want to see how she makes hers. I have not made syrup, but of course I can see, like, thinking now, messing with berries, like just put a little water in there, let them soak probably first, maybe in some water. This is me just soak them in some water. It depends on if you get them dried or if you get them fresh. Okay, and then you put in the water, blend it up. I wonder if she add any other herbs in. By the looks of this, she definitely do. From what I'm looking at. But we're gonna see. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into this video. If you do not know what elderberry is, excuse me. Oh my gosh. So let's go on a Google trip. All right. So to take out on a Google trip. Yay. My goodness. We've never done this before. My God. Okay, so elderberry. This is what it is. Okay, that's the plant. Let's see. Benefits. Let's do this. Okay. What's going on? Okay. See, right out the gate, you see immune system. Okay. I know this, but you know, just okay. Just for the people who don't know. Okay, so get you a little drop down so you can see a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all a little moment to read this. Let me zoom in for you. I got you. Get a second screenshot and everything. Do whatever you need to do. Okay. You good? You good. All right. So, we're about to get into the video. Now, hit that play. Play. Yeah.
What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I make my elderberry syrup. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. For this recipe, I will be using mullein.
Okay, yeah.
Ginger root.
Okay, yeah.
Elderflowers.
Okay, yeah.
Elderberries.
Okay, yeah. Dates.
Spring water.
Okay.
And for some optional additions, you can use dates.
For the sweetener, okay.
Or
that's what I was
limes.
thinking. Okay.
So first things first, I want to make sure that I am starting.
Not for the sweetener, I'm thinking for the, my thought was the thickening of it, and the binding, but I might be wrong. Anyway, if you do not know, mullein is good for the lungs, it's good for the respiratory system. Of course, elderberry, you just read that information. Ginger, of course, is an antioxidant, and it fights bacteria, so that's another thing as well. And I'm trying to remember what else was it. Was that all? I think that was all. I think so. I was thinking also, so my mind might have missed something. But anyway, we're gonna see what all she put in and make it do what it do. Let's see what else we got.
Starting out with premium ingredients, it is very important to me that I put the best that I can in my body. and especially if I'm combating something currently. And if I am doing something for preventative purposes, I still owe myself premium ingredients. My liquid of choice is going to be spring water, but this is 16 ounces of spring water, and I'm gonna add this to my pan so that it can boil. Then I'm gonna be adding 1 cup of elderberries. Elderberries have so many benefits. It is an anti-inflammatory, antiviral, anti-influenza, and anti-cancer. It helps remove mucus from the respiratory system, it helps fight colds, flus, allergy, and it binds with the H1N1 virus that prevents it from entering the cells. Elderberries are very high in vitamin C. There are 6 to 35 milligrams of vitamin C per 100 grams of fruit, which accounts to up to 60% of the daily recommended intake. Elderberries are also a very good source of phenolic acids. These compounds are powerful antioxidants that can help reduce damage from the oxidative stress in the body. I'm also going to be adding 1 tablespoon of ginger root, and ginger root has so many benefits like easing colds and flus, relieving pain, reducing inflammation, and supporting heart health. I'm going to stir both of these together to make sure that they're completely submerged under the water so that the water can extract all of the medicinal properties from both of these herbs. Then I'm going to cover it with a pot so that the heat can circulate and cover it on a very low simmer for 30 minutes.
That's right too. So she used the elderberry flower also. That's what it was. And then she used the actual berry, dried berries. Okay. Alright.
Also, make sure that you are simmering on very low. This is a slow, ritualistic cook. Don't try to rush this. If the heat is too high, the water will absorb too quickly. And if it already did, just add a little bit of water as needed, but it might mess with the consistency of the syrup. If at any point during the simmering process you see that the liquid is evaporating too quickly, you can add a little bit of water, but this might mess with the consistency of your syrup.
Okay.
I have to continuously stir to make sure everything is submerged so that you can best extract the chemical components from the plant. Periodically during this 30-minute time frame, I'm going to stir just to make sure that everything is well combined, nothing is sticking to the bottom, and that there's enough water to cover the herb. After 30 minutes, the blend will thicken up.
So did she go with the dates in there? Because I can see them picking up even more with the dates. I don't know about the line, but I can see for sure with the dates.
Now it is time to add my infusion herbs. Infusion herbs are more delicate herbs like flowers or leaves rather than something a little bit more dense like a root. I do have a full video on the difference between infusion herbs versus decoction herbs, and if you guys are interested in checking out that video, I will go ahead and link it somewhere here. And if you just want to check it out after you watch the rest of this video, I will go ahead and link it down below in the description box. So just for a general description, infusion herbs cannot be cooked as long as
we might go to that right after this one.
As decoction herbs because they are more delicate. The first infusion herb that I'm going to be adding is so just for a general description, infusion herbs cannot be cooked as long as decoction herbs because they are more delicate. The first infusion herb that I'm going to be adding is 2 tablespoons of elderflower. Now elderflower comes from the same plant as elderberries, but the flowers contain up to 10 times more flavonoids than the berries. And historically, the flowers and leaves have been used for pain relief, swelling, inflammation, to stimulate the production of urine, and to induce sweating. The bark was used as a diuretic and a laxative. The flowers and fruit and leaves of elderberry plants are excellent sources of antioxidants. The berries and flower of the elderberry are packed with antioxidants that may help boost your immune system. Then I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon.
Just gonna give me the whole tree. Basically, just gonna give me the whole bush. The whole little bush just get healed.
Of mullein. Mullein may help treat respiratory conditions like coughs, bronchitis, hoarseness, pneumonia, earaches.
And for my carpenter people, right, you out, and for y'all who do on the site work, where y'all don't be having on no mask, and y'all be inhaling the dust, okay? Let me tell you, woodworkers, whoever, anybody dealing with it, that mullein will get you right. That mullein will get you right. Some of y'all done got used to it. Some of y'all done got used to it. But outside of that, the mullet, I'm telling you, clear all of that up. Yeah, when I be out there, and sometimes I don't put them, yeah, because sometimes I had to, you know, crack so we can get some airflow, but still, you know what I'm saying? So, that mullet will get you right. You drink that night after you come back in, take your shower. You drink that night. Yeah, drink it warm. Put your little lime juice or lemon juice, preferably lime. Yeah, I'm telling you, get you right. You got some honey, some organic, some natural honey, some honey from the state that you live in. I'm telling you, it's good. It's good for your spirit.
Flus,
And you could, hold on, and eucalyptus also.
chills, fever,
Look it up, do your thing. And I'm saying this just because it has helped me. I do not guarantee any type of healing for you, right? But I'm telling you, it's a great thing to try. If you, okay, if that's what you consent to doing, okay, all right.
allergies, tonsillitis, and sore throat. Mullein also may help with viral infections, asthma, diarrhea, migraines, and joint pain. It is also used as a diuretic to help increase urine output. Now I'm going to make sure that I'm using the spoon to make sure that herbs are completely submerged under the water. Because these are infusion herbs, I'm going to turn the heat off and let these steep with the rest of the ingredients. So I cover the herbs so the heat is trapped in to get most extracted from the plants to blend with the rest of the ingredients. I let this steep covered for about an hour, and if the pan is completely cool, I might turn on the heat for a few seconds so the ingredients stay warm. The longer that the herbs steep at the right temperature, you can extract all the medicinal properties into the water, which allows me to have a better syrup. A lot of herbs can't be heated at certain temperatures for long periods of time because you're actually destroying the medicinal properties from the herbs.
Right, gotcha.
So you do want to be careful with how you're heating your herbs. If you guys are looking for any type of guidance with herbal medicine, I would highly suggest getting Alkaline Herbal Medicine, and I will go ahead and link this book down below in the description box. I got it from Emma.
I got a couple books, and one of the books that I got is like from Canada, and it's saying like different type of herbs that I just don't even know if we have around here because I haven't heard of them at all. You know what I mean? And I go into the herb store. I've looked at different things. I've been doing research. I've been coming across a bunch of, you know. So, I might have to just sit down and see what's what in terms of where they're grown and maybe where I can get them. But from what I was looking at, and I think I did research one, but we'll get more in, yeah, because they have some things, but very, very few things that we actually have here. Now, I got another book that I already knew about, and I had already seen it because I got it from the library. So that book, I already knew what was in there, and I knew it had things that were actually grown here. Okay, so yeah. Y'all get y'all some resources, some books, some things. Put your hands on some things, okay?
Amazon. At this point, I have waited an hour, and as you can see, the liquid has thickened up. If it is getting thicker as it is infusing, then that's okay because you're going to be able to extract a lot of liquid from the elderberries because they're going to hold a lot of the liquid inside. After you strain it, it should be a thicker consistency.
I struggle to make some jam, so
Now I'm going to be using a strainer to separate. You can find these at Target or Amazon, and I will go ahead and link some strainer options down below in the description box. Now I take the pan and pour it into a strainer. You can use a spoon to get any extra juices out of the elderberry. It might not look like you have a lot of liquid, but the elderberries are gonna hold a lot of the liquid. So as you strain it, you're gonna wanna make sure that you're using a spoon and applying a lot of pressure to extract any extra juice that the elderberries are holding. And after I use my herbs, I always like to recycle them back in the earth. I can use them in my houseplants, or I can put them outside in the garden, but always recycle them back into the earth because it is a natural fertilizer. Now, if you want...
And that's what I be wanting to do more, but it's my fault because I don't always take it out there. Like, So yeah, I need to definitely do better with that, because I sure be thinking it, and I'm like, in the midst of me doing what I'm doing, it just, yeah. So definitely things you always can work on, but it's so many other things that's already going on. So yeah, one day at a time, one stroke, multiple things on the mind. Okay, we strolling though. We rolling though.
This to be shelf stable and you want it to be stored outside of the refrigerator, you are going to add some type of preservative. Common preservatives that people use are either alcohol or a very, 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 very large amount of sugar. If you do want to opt for more natural preservatives that are more family friendly all the way around.
That's why my jam wouldn't, because I was like, I'm not about to put that amount of, that's what I gotta do. Now I see, it makes sense why that jam be good grief, you feel me? So, and alcohol, that's same thing, right? Just different form. So yeah, that's why I don't make the syrup, but that's for me, you know. I still use elderberry and woo woo woo, but yeah.
Are going to be salt, citric acid, which comes from citrus fruit, grapeseed extract, rosemary extract, lemon juice. My two preservative options would be to add dates or to add lime juice. I'm going to opt to use lime juice. So I'm going to just squeeze one whole lime with my juicer, and the lime also has other benefits like reducing inflammation, fighting infection, and improving digestion.
Two.
I've been trying to follow some of the teachings in this book, and he states that, where is it? He states that, as with oils, you should minimize your consumption of addictive sugar. Date sugar is the best sugar to consume from a health point of view. Date sugar is simply dried up ground dates. All of its nutrients are intact except for the water, which controls digestion of its sugar. Pure agave syrup from cactus is good, but its processing can compromise its carbohydrate structure. Maple syrup was actually something that was on the list, but since then it's been removed. If you're not plant-based, you might opt for honey because it's said to have a lot of beneficial properties as well. I personally don't use any sugar at all, and I just use lime juice, but those are some options that you can try.
There we go. See, I wanted to use dates and try dates, but the place that I've seen dates, the few places that I've seen dates, that's not really what you want in your life, you know. It's not the best looking thing. If I got some in my eye, you know, my bad. I thought I got it out, but I don't know. Anyway, so that's why I never use dates thus far. Since, you know,
out. You can buy date sugar at the store, or you can make it at home. This is a recipe from Ty's Conscious Kitchen, and you can simply make it by pitting the dates, cooking them in the oven for 15 minutes at 400 degrees, and after they cool, you can put it in a blender and it will get this type of consistency, and you can add it to your cereals, your baking goods, or even your elderberry syrup. Then I'm gonna pour my lime juice into a bowl and stir. Then transfer into mixing it in a glass container that can be airtight. You can use mason jars, other glass containers that you have. I like using this bottle because it's easy to just pour into a spoon and have daily or weekly or however I see fit to take my elderberry syrup. I personally like to take my elderberry earlier in the day because a lot of the herbs actually give me energy, and I don't like staying up late at night because I'm taking herbs. So I personally take mine earlier in the day. And once again, I keep mine in the refrigerator, and then after it's in the refrigerator, I feel like it thickens up even more. It's cold, it's tart, and it's ready to use every morning, and I know that it's gonna have a longer shelf life. Yeah, so that concludes my recipe for my elderberry syrup. This is what it looks like a week and a half, 2 weeks after making it. It's in this bottle. I'm not sure if you can see how thick it is. It's not super liquidy. Well, of course it's liquidy, but it's not runny. And in the morning, I just take this spoonful and pour it. I wish you can see how thick. Let me do it higher. It's thick and bubbly. Don't want to get this on my white shirt. You can't see it. So yeah, I would just take a spoonful. It's definitely more tart because I didn't add sugar. This can easily turn into more of a juice-like flavor if you were to add date sugar or honey, depending on your health preferences. It doesn't taste nasty. It's very easy to consume, and doing it like this, you can keep it accessible for the whole family. Elderberry is also safe for kids. There's actually a brand that you can buy from Target called Zarbee's, which is I want to say it's an organic or more natural medicine, and a lot of the ingredients for kids have elderberry in it. This is easy. I would say that this would be easy for kids to have because it's a berry, so it's more of a tart berry, and I'm not sure if it's tart because of the lime that I added. But if you were to add any date sugar or honey or whatever sugar of your choice, I would not use cane sugar. Don't use cane sugar. Use a natural sugar. The 3 sugars that I would suggest first is date sugar, then agave, and then honey. Don't use white sugar. Don't use brown sugar. Use a natural sugar. Don't mess it up, basically. So that's my elderberry syrup recipe. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and put it down in the comments below. The other things that I added to this help boost your immune system as well. If you guys have your own elderberry syrup recipe, go ahead and put that down so you can share. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next upload. Bisous!